me, it was a big struggle because the character has a sense of darkness and a fear that's always propelling him to get out of, out of his circumstance. And I'm a very nice guy. I'm always smiling. I'm not too harsh on anybody ever. And tapping into this more brutal, more harsh version of myself was key. It involved, even though I loved working with every single one of us, all of these boys, at times I had to be separated from, like, my director separated me because my character, even though he's with people, is isolated in his own struggles, and understanding that his harshness and that coldness plays into what Cisco eventually is. Well, I skated. I skated a bunch. I skated for like 5 years.
I think both of us
Yeah,
had
he
a.
skated too. So we.
It was what was really slick was seeing Ezri pick it up in probably like 6 days. And ollie is very difficult. I learned probably like at 11 years old in 3 months, and sort of through peer pressure and the circumstances, Ezri sort of
Had to get it down
faked
in
it
the
real
week.
well. Faked it real
Better
quick.
get it.
And Rafi just sort of did his thing too. We met up in Fairfax in Los Angeles and sort of did our thing, trying to see where we're at with skateboarding. What was our dude's name? That
SB
SB Kurt is out of here. He was super dope, and just gave us confidence in terms of being able to tell a story about skateboarders authentically.
They all say that I can't skateboard. I'm pretty convinced that I can. I did make a video of me skateboarding, and I edited out me falling because I'm not a very good skateboarder. They all claim that I lied and that I couldn't skateboard. I could skateboard, I just wasn't very good at it. And I'm getting old, man. I was falling over. I hit my head a couple of times and I was seeing birds. So if my acting's out of whack, that's why, So, no, but we had a great time. It was just the skating. I couldn't skate, and these two could, and they held us up. And then Ezri was just like, I don't know. I saw him in the parking lot with a pair of knee pads on, looking like the biggest moron I'd ever seen when I rolled up. And the dude skated better than me within a week, so it was very embarrassing.
My agent came to me with this project, so I'd go in for this, and I did. And this character, just like myself, really wanted to make it skateboarding. Before acting, I spent 5 years saying, "Oh, I'm gonna make it. I want to get sponsored." So those parallels were very true to me. And trying to get this character was dope because I really wanted to show this story of the skater because it's something that I always wanted. It's like to live that fantasy through this character. So that's how it was for me.
I just needed a job, and when I got the meeting sheet, my friend Michael K. Williams was involved, and I said, "Is there any way you can get me this job?" And he said, "No, but you should take a look at Stephen Capel Jr." And then I did, and then it became nothing to do with needing a job and everything to do with wanting this job and only this job, and it meant the world to me, and there was nothing I was going to do to let this get away from me, and luckily Stephen thought that I could pull it off. I'm still not convinced, but he was. So I just got really lucky. I'm just so blessed to be a part of this. It's kind of nuts, man. We're here at Sundance. The whole thing's bonkers. I'm very happy.
I got the short that Stephen put together probably 2 years ago. Thought it was really beautiful and didn't really hear much for about 6 months, and then we sort of met up at a coffee shop. And I just sort of got a feel for what Stephen wanted to accomplish with the film. And I got very excited. I bought a skateboard. I started skating all through wherever I was throughout my day. And then when it came the opportunity to finally do chemistry reads and sort of feel out the other people that were in interest to sort of be a part of the project, that's where I met Jorge and Rafi. And then from there, I guess we all met up in Cleveland, and we met Ezri and sort of got integrated with Cleveland and sort of got that layer of authenticity scraped on us, literally.
For me, I'm a lyricist at heart, and so Stephen Capel had found out about me through my music, and they pursued me, but I was kind of more focused on what I really love to do, and so me and my parents were kind of dodging the reach outs, I remember a specific instance where one of the producers, Stephen Love, DM'd me on Instagram, and I remember opening the message, reading his disposition about the film and literally just not responding until the point where they walked up, or Stephen Love went up to my father's barbershop that he works at and was like, yo, like, we feel like your son could definitely be an asset to the film, and we feel like it'd be beneficial for you guys as well. And so their persistence definitely piqued my interest, as well as once, the interest was there, the tone of reel, like Moises spoke about, was extremely just like a relatable to something that, you see often in the land in Cleveland, where I'm from. So I felt like it was just felt like it was something that was where something I needed to do, honestly. Meeting these guys,
Brotherhood.
yeah, for sure. This being my first film, these guys came in from LA, and I kind of the outsider only because the acting is their passion to as where music is mine, and this is my first film. These guys actually do this, and so for me, I felt like I was gonna be like the outcast. But these guys were extremely welcoming coming in, and like we just developed this extremely genuine bond over the course of them moving into their spot, maybe 10 minutes from my house, and buying me an air mattress to come stay with them, creating music in where we were staying at, because I had studio equipment in my room at my house. So we moved my studio equipment over to a room in Rafi's a little sector in Rafi's bedroom. He bought me an air mattress, and like we just set up studio, and we're just creating and just growing as friends and brothers. And so I feel like that definitely transpired on film and on set. And that was, to me, the most valuable aspect of this, because like even if we weren't at Sundance, gratefully we are, but these guys would still be my homies, you know what I mean? Like, me and him would still be making music. Me and him would still be kicking it if I'm out in LA. And it's just like, we just built this genuine friendship that is just priceless, honestly.
I don't think I have much to add on to that, except for the fact that the music that they made is sort of a layer to the film that adds a totally different dynamic to it, a totally different feel, a totally, something that wouldn't have been able to occur if it wasn't for the whole situation of him being 10 minutes away and having to sort of be creative in the way to allow our relationship to be pretty much together 24 hours of the day.